What's up, everyone? Got a video here on using the Oster fast feeds, and we're going to give a fade with a nice shape up to a little kid. And with this haircut, he's going to keep it long on top with a ball fade on the sides. So first thing I'm going to do is use my my scissors, my shears, and I'm going to get straight to lowering the top of the hair. So here we're doing about just over a finger's length for the top. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start my bald guideline with a 5-0 blade on these detachable clippers here. So that cuts down real short. It's basically bald, pretty much just like using a pair of trimmers. And I'm just going to clean them up. After I'm done doing that, I'm going to grab my Oster fast feeds, use an open blade, come up about an inch, grab my one guard, open it up also, come up about another inch. So you're going to have two different guidelines, both about an inch apart. Now here I'm going to clear most of this bulk by using clipper over comb, and you just taking the comb and pulling it out where it's at the top, and you're just going to go over it with an open blade. So once you feel you got most of that done, grab your 1/16 guard, open it up, and start blending down from the top of that 1.5. You'll see with these clippers it's very easy to fade, especially with the modification done to them. As I'm closing these clippers, the lever here on the clippers, you'll notice the line starts disappearing quick. So therefore, I'm going to take the guard off, close it a little bit, finish removing that last line. Okay? And by the time I get these clippers closed, it'll be pretty good. I mean, these things are beasts. I love the way they cut. They're actually probably almost to the top of my favorite clippers. Definitely, at least within, number 1, number 2. I love my masters, but these things are nice once you put a ceramic blade on them. So I highly recommend it. I'll try to have some links up. I know the old link got expired, so if you want to touch up just a little bit, you see any mistakes, go over it now if you like. Here I'm using a 1.5, and I'm trying to blend it a little bit better, because I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, so you can't just do all your steps and figure it's going to be where it needs to be without touching anything up. So I stress in every video, always go over little spots. And I'm going to continue the same exact thing around the whole head. What do you know? So I try to put this whole video out without really cutting it up, so this way you guys can see the whole process. I'm making my 1-inch guideline, grabbing my 1/8, which is the number 1 guard, open it up, come up another inch, and that's the most important part of the blend. I say it in every video because it's very true. From the 1 guard down, you really got to blend it good, because that's the part that's going to be showing where it gets from dark to light. So you got to really concentrate on your blending within that zone. So here I'm trying a different method. I got a number 3 guard on there, open, closed, sorry, it's closed. And I'm knocking most of that hair down. You don't have to do the same techniques to achieve, the same things. You can use different techniques. I went straight to the one open without using the 2 because there was no need. So you don't always even have to use every single guard. So here I'm closing it some more. And you see, with the quickness, it's blending very good. And there's another reason why I like these clippers, is because the blade is not too thick, but it still has a good amount of the length of the lever. You get to the full range of the blade, and it helps when you're fading. It really does, and this blade doesn't get hot. As you can see, I'm closing the blade, and it's blending out good. It makes it easy, so there's very minimal extra work to do when you're done doing all your steps. You're able to get pretty much a 90-95% good blend right off the bat. So here I'm just going to do the touch up. And this cut, even though it's on a kid, this is probably a 25-minute haircut. I'm not the fastest, but I'm not the slowest either. I used to take an hour, and I knocked it down on average to a half an hour. So now you can average $40 to $50 an hour being a barber as long as you're busy. So I usually urge everybody, if you're thinking about it, do it, because There's really no other trade where you're gonna work and have low impact and still make 40 to 50 bucks an hour. It's insane. You can make 400 bucks a day on a regular day. It's not even a thought. So here I'm just gonna, tighten up some spots using whatever I got to use, and I'm gonna connect the back to the sides. I always do my blending in threes. I always do the sides, then the back. That's just how I like it. You don't have to do it that way. It will slow you down a little bit. If you do fade the whole head at once by spinning the chair, you can get it done faster. You can shave off a few minutes, but this is the way I prefer it. So this is the way I'm going to teach it. And as you can see, I'm doing the same techniques as I used on the side of the head, and it easily connects everything pretty flawlessly. I mean, you'd be surprised at how easy this stuff works. You see, it's almost like I skipped a couple steps. It's just blending perfectly together. And this is a kid, some kids can have very hard hair. You could be blending and you could easily create extra lines, especially when it has, in kids' hair, it can be some tough work. But it's making short work of it. So that's what it's about. I'm always using my brush to clean up the hair. Now here we got some grooming spray. This is key, man. I want to get the shape up real nice, so I'm gonna hit the front of the hairline, and I'm gonna blow dry the hair. So in this case, I just want to get it out the way. This is how you get a nice shape up, and I figured this out as of recent, blowing the hair out the way with the hair dryer, and now it's exposing that hairline real nice. Now this is from Van the Barber. He had he'd been using some hairspray. And I figure, well, let me give it a try. I grabbed some, and I'm using it almost as like a spritz technique. So I'm gonna brush this hair down, and after it dries, look at how sharp this comes out right off the rip. It's just, easily cutting that hair. So this is how I've been doing all the hairlines ever since. So thanks, Van the Barber. Definitely check him out. He's got some sick haircuts. I try to watch all his videos on Facebook and watch all his and check out all his pictures on Instagram. Dude's a beast, without needing to say. Again, Van the Barber, check him out. I learn from every other barber just as they're learning from me. So, you want to come straight across with this. You want to keep it down as much as you can without pushing it back. Just be light, just use your clippers, very gentle, especially with a kid. And as you can see, it's smashing through this hairline, no problem. And these trimmers here, I didn't really even zero gap them super sharp. I just did them just enough. So I got my razor Black Widow. Shout out to them, very good company. And I'm going against the grain, so I'm just gonna hit, you can see all the forehead hair coming off. Hold that blade. I usually do it like a 40-degree angle. Anywhere from 35 to 40-degree angle. Some people say 45. You got to do what you prefer, whatever feels comfortable, without pulling the actual hair on the client, and whatever doesn't cut them. Just do what you feel. But as you can see, I'm going over the shape up, and it's coming out nice and clean. Little man's fresh. It's our job to make sure the clients are looking good and feeling good. Feeling good is probably a little more important. You get to a certain level, and you start making sure you have a connection with the client. So if they're looking good, they're feeling good. I threw some gel in there, style them up, give it a quick spin. 25 minutes, you get a nice haircut. Little man's looking fresh. Go to the playground, do his thing. But hopefully you guys liked the video. All right, peace.